I'm not trusting others. Where do I not trust myself? There's no magic button for this, and I feel relatively well qualified to talk about it because trust has probably been one of my biggest issues in the last 30 years. And here's what I've learned. It's a process that takes time. For me, I haven't found a magic button. What I've found is there are certain things that I need to learn about myself. How do I trust myself? How do I learn how to trust my instincts? How do I know why I trust myself, or in some cases, why I don't trust myself? And what is it about myself that doesn't make me trust myself? One of the things that I learned about trust with myself is I didn't trust myself to follow through on my commitments. Because I realized there were a lot of big commitments that I was making, but I wasn't completing a lot of them. And so I started to realize, I can't trust myself to follow through on a commitment. What the f? And so as a result, that would get projected onto other people, as a form of, well, if I can't trust myself, I can't trust others. And so the more I started to align my commitments with making sure if I made a commitment, I followed through on it. And then over time, I started to trust myself. And by developing trust, I started to express that trust in other people in a discerning way. And I'm still very discerning. But when we talk about trust being a spectrum, discernment is almost a part of the practice whereby it enables over time for people to get closer to you to the point where you might have full, unconditional, unabated trust, and you just let people in. You talk, you listen, and there's a complete vulnerability between you. It requires a level of reflection to look at, okay, I'm not trusting others. On some level, there's some projection out there. What is it? Where do I not trust myself? Identify where that is, do that work there. And then as a practice, start developing the areas and healing the areas where you don't trust yourself with what's required. One thing you can do, by the way, which I would certainly encourage everyone to be doing, is using, incantations and language patterns that by virtue of a commandment, I am trusting and open. I trust the right people. I'm always in the right place at the right time to trust the right person to create the right opportunity. I have great instinct when it comes to trusting people. These are really good suggestions that if you can start, laying them in your psychology as a baseline program, if you can do that over time, before you know it, it's just going to add another variable to the process of transformation, the process of change.